Today I'll share my thoughts and opinions on Miss Universe Vietnam's 2022 preliminary competition. If you like pageant recaps or you're preparing for a pageant, I suggest checking out my free pageant prep course that is linked in the description below. And if you enjoy episodes like this, please consider subscribing and hitting the notifications bell as we near 100,000 subscribers, all thanks to your support. Now let's get into today's episode. This is the first time that I have ever done a recap for Miss Universe Vietnam, whether that's for prelims or for finals. So I'm going to share all my thoughts about this show. First impression was that the production was amazing. It was just top notch, world class staging, lighting, sets, hosting. I love that Miss Universe Vietnam 2020 was one of the co-hosts of the preliminary competition. Huge fan of that. Also, I was a really big fan of her when she was competing for the Miss Universe title. The opening number dresses, they were beautiful, bright hues. I really like the yellow ones. I really want to wear the yellow one with the sheer corseted waist. Oh my goodness. I would love to wear that dress. These ladies looked so fashionable, and I have said this for the past few years, that Miss Universe Vietnam has had some of the best wardrobe that I've seen going into the Miss Universe competition. Just watch my other episodes leading up to Miss Universe. I create quite a few fashion episodes, and Miss Universe Vietnam is usually one of my best dressed. So I'm really not surprised that the contestants look this great. The show also had some fantastic performers. I really enjoyed this one artist that performed. I do not know his name, but he had this kind of disco vibe, a disco pop vibe, and it was so fun to watch. And I also like that he said something in the lyrics about Miss Universe. I don't know what he said, but I just caught Miss Universe, and I really appreciate when they customize the songs for the competition. I think it's a nice personalized touch, don't you? If you're brand new to the show like I am, there's a couple things we're gonna mention. First, the contestants did their opening. That was in their cocktail dresses. Then after their introductions, they changed into traditional Vietnamese dresses. I do not know the name of these types of dresses. If you do, please feel free to share in the comments below. I love learning. Since wearing traditional Vietnamese dresses is not a scoring component at the Miss Universe competition, and I don't know if it was scored for Miss Universe Vietnam, I'm gonna skip ahead for this part and we're gonna cut right to the swimsuit competition because I have so much to say about that. I don't know how they break things down for the finals, but someone please comment and tell me that there is a top 20 at the finals because there are so many quality contestants here. What I'm about to show you, I think just might blow your mind, and you're probably, like myself, are gonna be wondering why haven't we seen more Miss Universe Vietnams in the top 5 or the top 10 at Miss Universe. 203, yes to the walk, yes to the camera angles, change up the facials a little bit going into finals. 314, that opening hair flip, okay, give us a show. 248 kept the facials coming and I appreciated it. 308, very cute, sincere facials on stage. Don't be surprised to see her in the finals. That often wins some big points. 224, coming in with that Catriona hair flip, and I must say it was done so well. 315, love the smile, love the sunshine, and I was not expecting that fierce face at the end. What a nice surprise. 307, I don't know about you, but I thought she looked like Beatrice. Yes, Universe Philippines 2021, I got those vibes. A little bit of them coming out, but she did a great job working her hair for this. 343 was giving me Latina vibes. The walk, the styling, the hair, and the performance, it was all there. She would be a contender at Universe. 337, so cute. Audience was loving her. I was loving her. I'm going to include 770. She was very fresh. She had a good walk, but I didn't get to see the end of this performance because the camera changed angles. 113, stunning with this hair. She was giving me Samantha vibes. Do you see it? 311, very beautiful, very energetic. 326, so pretty. Please smile just a little bit more for swim. 328 is on my edge, and she's on my edge because there's so many strong contestants, but I'm still gonna include her in this episode. Tell me what you think. When I saw 114, I just thought, gosh, this is a tough competition. There's so many contestants here, but great job. 116, look at those legs. Oh my gosh, and she is working them. She looks so young. I wonder how old she is. 316 has it. I love her. I cannot put it into words, but I feel like she's ready. Tell me if you get that feeling too. 334, cute smile at the end of the runway. That right there, that was her face. 245, Another strong contender. Can they compete more than once? Do they crown multiple queens? Let me know in the comments. Those are my faves for swim. I want to say though, overall, these contestants are so good that judges can nitpick them. That's a tough thing. When there's a lot of contestants, it becomes way harder to win because the judges can pick apart every little thing in your performance. Everything counts. You have to be so on and so ready. But this is exactly why Vietnam has been in my top picks for the last several years at Miss Universe. They only need a few tweaks and changes. I need to make mention of a commercial in this show. If you did not see it, you need to go back and see it. You have to watch the preliminary competition. Apparently, there's a Miss Universe Vietnam TV show, and it's very inspired by America's Next Top Model. The contestants, though, are competing for speech competitions, photo shoot competitions, walking competitions, fashion. It's incredible. I don't know if that's how the contestants qualified for the preliminary competition. I don't know what's going on. But I felt like, oh my gosh, being a part of that show, how intense, how exhausting, and what great preparation. Not only for this national pageant, but for Miss Universe. Is this the first time that they're doing this? Does anyone know? Is this an every year thing? Are there subtitles? Can I watch this show? In closing, just comment hot for swim if you were as impressed as I was by this group. Next, we're gonna talk about the preliminary gown competition. Oh my gosh. Boy, do we have some treats for you today. These gowns are some of the most beautiful that I've seen recently, and I am hopeful that we will get to see even more of them for finals. I kind of feel like we will. Just seeing this level of competition, I think the contestants are gonna bust out a second gown. Let's kick off my favorites with 314. Wow, wow. Wow, she looks like a celebrity. I have no more adjectives. I'm just basically gonna make sounds from here on out because how impressed I am. That's what I should do. The only change I would make is just pulling her hair back off the shoulders because it was such a high neck. 248, so pretty in pink, and she really, really rocks her serious pose. 308, I cannot help but love her sincere smile. 224, watch this. Great suspense with her ending pose. That was a moment. 307, she was so fun. This gown was incredibly unique. She looked like she was having such a great time. I'm a fan of that. 315, did you notice that this gown is like Pia's? It's like the blue version of the red one that she hosted Universe Philippines in this past year. I did. Anyways, it was beautiful. Although I do think the gown hindered her walk a little bit. As much as I love the gown, I would suggest a change for finals. 343, this butterfly wing inspired skirt, the entire look, so elegant. 337 was striking. If looks could kill, we'd all be in trouble. Number 113, somebody turned up the heat on this look. I do think the ending pose can be stronger, so if she advances, my advice, redeem that final pose. 311, this was such a memorable look. That pastel pink with the 90s inspired butterfly bodice. I enjoyed it. It was very fun. 326, all I have to say is this hair with that gown and that final pose, trifecta. I'm still gonna include 116, but she's right in the middle for me. I think she's gonna need a great interview. 316, one of my top favorites for swim. I expected more from her for gown. Still a solid performance, but I think she needed a moment. I feel like she's going to advance to the finals. And so with that in mind, I say something needs to be changed up for finals in terms of a ending pose or a turn. 334, these fire gowns are in. And I will say that her talent is gazing right there. The connection that she knows how to make with the camera, top notch. 245 is one of my favorites also from swim. I think that she is so facially beautiful, great hair, great makeup here for prelims, and the gown was lovely. It fit her very well, but I don't know, I just want to see something else on her for finals. In closing for today, I'm gonna say overall, loved the colors in this show from the top to the bottom. Opening numbers, swimsuits, evening gowns, so vivid, so beautiful, such high quality. production, hair, makeup, styling, walks, it's all there. You need to go see this show. Learn from it. I also love that they gave everybody a large bouquet at the end. Why not? I've never seen that done at a pageant like this, and it was just such a sweet gesture. Something else to mention here that you should be paying attention to, the contestant that was in the orange gown, I cannot remember her number right now off the top of my head, but she won the award for Best Interview. She had some good performances for prelims, but when I heard she got Best Interview, that's something to pay attention to, so look out for her during the final competition. Before you exit out of this episode, please consider subscribing and hitting that notifications bell as we near 100,000 subscribers. I am so grateful for all of your support. If you enjoyed this episode and want to see more like it, I suggest checking out my recent Miss Universe Cambodia recap. Also, another very impressive batch of contestants that you have to see. Thanks for joining me for this episode, and I look forward to bringing you lots more.